dijo con Hungary. Una contest ching palamule tongking ba nonotek. To ninja tukune munerabes. Mucho sharpachat. Kieno namabaule rachikun. Takon justak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu itamo dunga. Turbobank, wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka, mola wana chikne. Mule slimo podada nanga kubis, mule rabes. Jenova do wana ni dibobo. Tom na bungsha nununya. Tom patukashma telea. Ronda dijo tonga kun Hungary. Wana kunbes ching palamule tongking ba nonotek. To ninja tukune munerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikin kuno ba mulerachikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kun kabe. Tong haitwang jijijung lumpa. Ita poetikito. Dolpa da ponqualeo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundoga. Yumalita kuntotun. Chilamulane ni dupobo. Onga kubistan ma mulera. Onga dijo tonga kun Hungary. Wana kumbes ching palamule tongking ba nonotek. To ninja tukune. Dijo tonga kun Hungary. Wana kumbes ching palamule tongking ba nonotek. To ninja tukune munerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikin kuno ba mulerachikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kun kabe. Ronda dijo tonga kun Hungary. Wana kumbes ching palamule tongking ba nonotek. To ninja tukune munerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga. Ikin kuno ba mulerachikun. Spimo podonar diodunga kun kabe. Ronda dijo tonga kun Hungary. Wana kumbes ching palamule tongking ba nonotek. To ninja tukune munerabes. Mucho sharpachat. Kieno namabaule rachikun.
Greetings, Atlantis. You must be the one Master Baruch has enlisted to help you with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Tatooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Koldanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Hamlet Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately... Is there any other... These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irians are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 cattle-logged attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluch in his investigation. I'm Handy Jewel. Perhaps you've heard of me? my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Ita poetikito, dolpa da ponqualeo gandona chuchut, kachi chu ita dundoga. Yumalita kutotun, chilamulane ni dupobo, onga kumbistan ba mulera, muchashat bakhat. Kino no namapaule rachikun. Takum justak miki grabumogo, kachichu ita bodunga, tolbabank, waleo ganda nalu chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola wana chikne. Bamule slimo podadara nanga kubis, ule rabes. Ita matayata, wata yuma wa ahuna netek.
How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of the plot is that... Very well. I will be here to assist you.
So, what do you want to know? I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, but with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handed standing over the body and the Irias was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? So, what do you want to know? Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. So, what do you want to know? Right.
Kopa, Kopa. Gino Mulera Kempaija, Kislimo Poduama. Runda di Hotonga Kunhankabi. Wana Kunbez Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunodak. Tokning Chatukune, Mulerabes. Takunjus Takmiki, Grabulmogo. Kachichu Itabo Dunga. Tolbabank, Waleoganda Naru Chuchut. Ogashapunka, Molawana Chikne. Mamule Slimo, Podada Nanga Kumbis, Mulerabes. Jedabadwana Nidio. Tonga Musha, Lunya. Tong Patukashma, Telea. Tong Haitwang Jiji Jung Lumpa. Nita Poetikito. Dolpa da Bonqualeo, Gandona Chuchut. Kachi Chui Ita Dundoga. Yumalita Kutotun. Chilamulane ni Dupobo. Onga Kumbistan Ba Mulera. Muchishan Bakat. Kino no Namabaule Rachikun. Hakupa Chekupa. Chino Mulera Kempaija. Kislimo Poduama. Di Hotonga Kunhankabi. Wana Kunbez Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunodak. Tokning Chatukune, Munerabes. Jedabadwana Nidibobo. Tong Nabungsha Nununya. Tong Patukashmak Telea. Takunjus Takmiki Grabulmogo. Kachichu Itabo Dunga. Tolbabank, Waleoganda Naru Chuchut. Ogashapunka, Molawana Chikne. Mamule Slimo, Podada Nanga Kumbis, Mulerabes. Hotonga Kunhankabi. Wana Kunbez Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunodak. Tokning Chatukune, Mulerabes.
How can I be of further assistance? Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can't tell you, I was sure surprised to see Calder's body lying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baloo came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do. course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? Well, I was out hunting Irias south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Hammond standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Irias in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been... Right. So, what do you... Right.
Tong hai tuong ji jong lumpa. Ita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonquale o gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dondonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chila mulane ni dupobo. Onga kumbistan ba mulera. Ta kunjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolodong wale o ganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kubis mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinku no ba mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundiodunga kunkabe. Mogesha pakat. Kino no namapaule rachikun. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba monodek. Mucho shapakat.
Is there any other information? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Netic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Darrow spaceport, there have been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at Mr. C. Netic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew it. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
Ako pa check pa. Gino Bolera Paita, Slimo Podwama. Runda di hotonga kun hankani. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Top ninja tukunde munerabes. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Ikin kuno ba mulerachi kun. Svemo podonar di hodonga kun kabe. Runda di hotonga kun hankani. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Top ninja tukunde munerabes. Ako pa, Checo pa. Gino mulera kempaita, kislima po duama. Ka chikun ita haudonga, takun ka muchashan.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. He slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cat hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down to get to the move. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Ako pa, Checo pa. Ako pa. Runda di hotonga kun hankani. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Top ninja tukunde munerabes. Takong just Miki Grabumoko, Kachichu ita Motunga, Tornobang, Waleoganda Naru Chuchut, Molisha Ponka, Molawana Chine, Mule Slimo, Pudada, Kubis, Mule Rabes. Runda di Hotonga kun hankani. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Top ninja tukunde munerabes. Ako pa. Ako pa, Checo pa. Gino mulera kempaita, kislima po duama. Takong just me. Runda di takong just
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. I always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. So, what do you want? Right.
Is there any other information you need? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Ako pa, Checo pa. Ako pa, Checo pa. Gino Molera. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunodek. To ninja tukunde muleraves. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Ikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona. Deodonga kun kabe. Mucho sharpachat. Kino nama baulera chikun.
How can I be of further assistance? I could block off, maybe, sure, but not kill it. Oh my. I hope you don't find that incriminating. Normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Nedick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, Of course.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
So, what do you want to know? Right. So, what do you... Right.
Ako pa, Checo pa. Gino Molera Paija, Slimo Podwama. Tom Abo Shaomina. Una kumbis ken balemuraya. Shuni yon tunjiji idadwana. Kababoy pa muji kumana. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunodek. To ninja tukunde muleraves. Ako pa, Checo pa. Gino Molera Paija, Slimo Podwama. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunodek. To ning ninja tukunne mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
제주바도와는 이기보고 동나봉샤 누누냐 동바두카시막 달래야 카치군 이다하동가 이킹쿠노 바물레라치군 스피모포도나 룬데오동가쿠 홍카베 모츠샤바카 키노 나마바올레 라치군.
Good. I assume I'm permitted to leave now?
What? No, damn it!
샹지 노차 원아 가마볼바 물지 구나 기춘 지신행 제네 구 노발레 물레라지 구 원어몽 쿠데스 싱가폴라에 몰라 투데라나 프라타 동거 순천 동아.
No, if I'm going, I'm gonna take him with me. You don't know anything about what happened. Yeah, I came out here to kill KOTOR. The hut spawn was funneling credits from our business, and we were going under because of it. But if I'm getting caught, I'm not going to go down by myself. You two idiots let the real killer go.
다 공주 스탁 미끼 그라블 먹고 같이 주이다 모동가 돌로방 원래 오간다 나루 주춧 먹으시아 본가 몰라와는 지게 물레 슬리모 포다다라 남가 쿠비스 물레 라베스 동하이투엉 지지 좀 lumpa 이타 포에 티키토 돌파다 본과레어 간도난 주춧 같이 주이다 돈도가 Jumalita kutotun. Sillä mullainen niittu popo. Onko kumbistan ba mulera?
Yes, you green-skinned nerf herder.
Rummati hotunga kunonkani. On kumbis ching para mule. Tunking ba munodak. Ninja tukunne muleraves.
I came out here to kill KOTOR. And when I saw someone over by the bridge, I shot him. A hand that had already killed him.
다 공주 스탁 미끼 그라블 먹고 같이 주이다 모동가 돌바방 원래 오간다 나루 주춧 먹으시아 본가 몰라와는 지게 바물레 슬리모 포다다라 남가 쿠비스 물레 라베스 동하이투엉 지지 좀 lumpa 이타 포에 티키토 돌바다 본과레어 간도난 주춧 같이 주이다 돈도가 Jumalita kutotun. Sillä mullainen niittu popo. Onko kumbistan ba mulera? Achuta. Onko kumbistulpi kikujana? Tom patugas vattelia.